Oh, what's going on, folks? Man, it has been a hot minute. Uh, you know, went out of town for a little bit, and we're back at it, folks. We're a season four. Season four. How are we doing? We're just starting it off. We're kicking it. We're kicking it. We ended on Revelations for the New Testament. Wrap that up. And we're gonna delve right into the Old Testament. We're going Genesis style. So I'm gonna break this up because the first part is pretty long. So I'll probably just do. Well, I am the 1 through 8, but I'm excited, man. Season 4, here we are. It was good. It was good to get out and take a mental break, get out of the state for a little bit. So that was good. I am just beside myself. It's absolutely, you got the SpaceX doing its thing. And what we're about to read here in Genesis is just pretty fitting. It's just absolutely hysterical. We just fall, man. I mean, just hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. This is a guy, you got to do your research on this dude, man. You got to do your research on him. And then you got to, his dad, his grandfather. I mean, you got to really delve into this guy. Stuff written back in the day about the Elon, the whole habiting Mars. I mean, you can't make it up. You really can't. It's absolutely a joke. The biggest, what's billions? Well, billions of dollars. Okay, in the SpaceX thing. And it's just absolutely hysterical. Billions of dollars for something you can't even go up into. You can't. Oh my God. Hence why there's treaties because they can't go into Antarctica down there. No, well, nobody can go on. That's why they don't fight over it. Nobody can go into it. The good Lord God just shows his beauty. And they know. They want to hide it from us. That's what they've been doing. They've been hiding it from us for a long time. History has presented itself with that, which his story is just a bunch of lies, but it's whatever. It's all to steer you further from the truth, folks. Okay? It's all to steer you from the truth. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's absolutely unbelievable. You really have to pay attention to people as well. Be mindful of groups who you try to get into, who think their cause is righteous. Just make sure you discern and you test people's spirits, man. And that's what I did. I almost got into a particular group. I'm glad it didn't go down. And I tested the spirits, and the true colors shone. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy how you can get duped. You go into, and it's some, whatever it is, real social media, whatever it is, who you find these groups of people that you get along with, because your ideals are right on with each other. And you're like, man, this is good. Oh man, it's right up my alley. It's how I feel. Maybe they're posting the right stuff and hook, line, sinker. But it's funny, when you actually want to be a part of the group, and then you start reading and delving into things, just make sure you discern. You have to really look into it because, man, you'd be like, oh my God, man, this feels right. This is good. Get to know. Hey, you know what? Scratch that. You don't even need to get to know. All you got to do is just start communicating a little bit. And I'll tell you what, you'll unwind everything in 5 minutes. You just got to ask the questions. And there's too much deceit out there. There's been deceit. The deceit is at an all-time high these days. It's just getting worse. It's absolutely crazy. And this technocracy is where we're going. And, you think this, Starlink, we're going to get everything connected, man, the satellites. No, it's a digital prison. That's all it is. Okay. You got someone who's been stressing. Where have you heard the talk before of UBIs? Now it's all of a sudden universal high income. Like, it's a joke. They want you sedentary. They don't want you paying attention. They want you to look the other way, and they'll give you money. They want to give you money. They don't want you working hard anymore. They want this AI. They want these fed machines working. They don't want you working. It's absolutely insane. We can't be getting duped into this, folks. This revolt is, I'll tell you what, the revolt is going down on a local level. It's pretty great, actually. If you just notice around the States, people getting loud about these data centers, and all of a sudden climate change out of the question. So that's absolutely a joke, which is funny. That's out of the joke. It's out of the question. We just could be getting duped for centuries. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely crazy. It really is. It is, folks. And we got a long haul of the Old Testament to get through, folks. We do. And but anyways, seriously, what's nuts is farmers. Some of they're getting duped, man. Everyone's getting duped, or the intimate property that they're just stealing it basically, so they can just put these data centers, pave the way. Who wants to hear that? A humdrum beast, the dragon. No, it's a joke. Kill all the resources. I already talked about it to end the season of third season of Revelations. I already talked about that. Remember that whole deal, routing the water. You're going to be giving credits. It's going to be carbon credit. It's a water credit. I'm not kidding. Electric credit. You're going to give all these credits. And it's just in comparison into China with their social score and all that. It's coming to a town near you. I mean, what's nuts is where I was at up north. What was crazy is the ticks, man, right? Ticks are a thing. And, they're a bioengineered thing now. Because they want you to not eat meat anymore, And what's nuts is that, thank God none of us got the tick. Someone's got ticks on us, but we didn't get bit or nothing like that. And I made this nice roll-on essential oil thing that I made. Very good. Rolled it on my ankles. But anyways, segue into our northern neighbors in Canada. Do they want to ban chickens? They want to ban the citizens from having chickens. And it's not funny. It's not funny at all, because chickens eat ticks. Just got to connect the dots, people. You have to connect the dots. They don't like you. They don't like you at all. They want us divided on every stupid little thing. They don't want us to come together. But if we had Christ and God in our hearts, folks, man, But so on the local level, it's getting, people's voices are getting loud. Set it back, set them back, set them back, set them back. Hit them where it hurts, where the money, right? Because they've been stealing our money forever, for decades. Let's get real. Absolute joke. The revolt's coming, folks, and I'm excited for it. And you got to be excited for it, all right? Got to be excited. Take over this government, man. Screw this government. Screw big government. Screw these people. The leaders are all in on it. Overseas, here, they're all in on it, folks. And you're the experiment. So, yeah, quite a joke and not fun. So let's just, let's get in. Let's get right into Genesis, shall we? Let's just get right into it. Oh yeah, I'm pumped. Let's go. You ready? I'm ready. Get the Bible here. Gots to, right? Gots to read. Got to get in it ever so much. You know, get your house right. Get yourself right. Get your prayers right. You know, still do good. There's evil everywhere. You do good, and everything will be just great. You know what I'm saying? And we got the 6 days of creation and the Sabbath, folks. Are you ready? Let's just freaking do this. Let's go. In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth was a formless void, and darkness covered the face of the deep, while a wind from God swept over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be a dome." Oh, man, let there be a dome. See, folks, right there, let there be a dome. What does that tell you? Why does the rainbow arch? Why, when they send up these stupid little rockets and it curves, and then you'll see water trickling up there because the waters are above, as so below. As they, the elite, like to invert as above, so below. Oh, man. Jack Parsons, look that guy up. Sexualized magic, you know, Aleister Crowley, Folly loved it. I mean, just read the guy. Read into it. You know. It's a joke. It seriously is. It's a joke, and we're a part of it. And the dome, folks, just understand we are in a dome. How many movies have been projected into our faces? How many movies have been made? Dome, whatever. There's why? You know what I mean? Classic example. Look at the Hunger Games. Look at that. That's one of them. We're in a beautiful, beautiful dome, folks. It's the firmament that is above us. They can't penetrate. They will use all this lingo like, "Oh, we're gonna break the glass ceiling. We're gonna break through. We're gonna break." They can't. They can't penetrate it. But you're too dumb to think. So you're like, "No, yeah. Space is no, it's not. Look at the stars. Look at how fixed it is. They move in east to west. We don't rotate. It's a joke, folks. You know it. The moon, what are we doing? Fake. A director of a movie. Why? It's a movie. It's a freaking movie, and you're an extra. We are extras, folks, that are being just taken advantage of, by the way. And guess what? When we all break the hive connectedness that they want you on, it's going to be great. And a spiritual growth that happens inside you when you find Jesus Christ and God, it's a beautiful thing, folks. And when you start thinking like that and putting your book in order and getting your house in order and your prayers up as always, and you thank God and Jesus why you are here, and you don't worship Molech, Ishtar, okay, and Baal like they do, and the nine muses like they do, okay, and then you get all these secret societies, and then you get all of these Um, it's unbelievable. Bloodlines and all that, trying to feed one massive lie of a deception. And again, we are the sheeple in the experiment, and your job while you're on this earth, okay, is to break free from that mental barrier that Satan has put into you, okay, and that keeps putting into you. You have to get away from that. It's a trap, and you have to get out of it. Okay. They've been guarding secrets for centuries. Okay. And it's no big secret that they've been wanting to get you away from Jesus Christ and God. Literally. They want you on the dark side with them. They want you to fall victim to their technocratic, hive-minded deal. And when you break free and you do your research, upon research, even more these days, it used to be easy, a simple search into Google. You just pop up, get everything. But you really got to dig. And listen, break free from it, folks. Because when you accept God and Jesus in your life, it's a beautiful thing. And you start to see the deception, everywhere. And you just got to go about your business, but you can't be blind. Because what happens? The blind lead the blind to the pit. And you can't do that. You can't follow blindly, folks. You can't do that. You got to break away. Find like-minded people. Get the revolt going. And it's inevitable. It's happening. I don't know when it's going to happen. Because Gog and Magog's already going down. But I'm just saying, the beasts are rising up. The Antichrist system is coming. It's been here. It's here. But it's got to get the people more duped into it. But a lot of people are breaking away, which is perfect. You got to keep doing that. But just understand, folks, we're under this beautiful dome, and God made you. He created you because you're unique, and everything is unique about you. But they will destroy everything about you. Own yourself, folks. So God, you ready? Let there be a dome in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. Did you catch that? Dome, waters, and waters. It's all surrounded. Okay. We wouldn't be, spin a ball with water on it. Where does it go? Okay. Land a plane. Even in the flight manual, it'll tell you it's a fixed plane. Let's come on, man. Let's get real, folks. Everyone, they know it, and you're in on it because you're in on the joke and you're not a part of it. But because you are the joke, and you got to make sure that you got to give them the punchline, which is you ain't for them. All right. So God made the dome and separated the waters that were under the dome. Get it? From the waters that were above the dome. Did you catch that? So God made the dome and separated the waters that were under the dome. Sky. Listen to me. You can't break through the dome. You're not getting, folks, that's what they've been trying to do. The fallen angels have come down. Their sole mission was to integrate, impregnate, intermingle, destroy bloodlines, destroy faith in humanity, place your faith in the people who are in charge. Never look up, never look beyond the books that they have manipulated and put into schools to dupe the children. into it's just absolutely insane. It's crazy, folks. How much? Think about that. You go through 12 years of your life, then you get out, you do more. Depending on the universities you go to, oh my God, the brainwashing just continues. It just ensues. I mean, that's 20 years of your life. You go another eight after. You know what I mean? Think about that. Or 16. It just depends, whatever. But it's crazy. Or 18. It's a lot of years. And think about that. When you finally awaken to the truth and you really dig and you just try to touch in a little bit about everything and all that stuff, and you go down the rabbit holes, come back about yada, 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 yada. I mean, seriously. That's a lot of, and think about that. It's been said before. It takes a generation to brainwash. It takes hold on. It takes a generation to get out of the brainwashing. Think about that. That's a long time. But you could do it even quicker if you have Jesus Christ in you. And God, let me tell you, you do it even quicker. But think about that. Think about that, man. It takes a long time. And then, your brain is figuring things out. It takes a long time. But you got to be willing, and then put your face into the book. All right. Into a Bible that you trust. Got my beautiful red letter. And it was so. God called the dome sky, not Skylink or Starlink. And there was evening and there was morning the second day. Oof, folks, because we're breaking it up in the parts. We're breaking it up in that. We just have to do that. It's a long, long book, but first, the world and all of it, it was created by God. Okay, not your Big Bang Theory. Okay, there's too much dark matter. You can't penetrate the space. There's stars. You got to fix Polaris. You got to fix North Star. It's up there. It's fixed. Look at the compass. Compass is a good thing as well. If the compass was circular, if the globe was circular, the compass would have to be circular, right? But since the compass is flat, so gosh, all these things just to screw with our minds, folks, and to put it in movies, to beat it in your head, to keep beating in your head, the repetition, the redundancy. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. It's amazing. It's amazing. I talk to people and they're fixed on it, man. They're fixed. Oh, no, what? You're nuts. We totally went to the moon, or yeah, because they didn't lose the technology, right? Oh, we lost it. We can't get back there now. Shut up. Yeah, but no, man. It's crazy. People are duped. Folks, and it's up to us to really encourage the word of Christ and God, to really have them find it, because that's when you really start peeling back layers. Otherwise, you're just stuck. You're gonna be part of the digital mark that's coming, and the digital enslavement that's coming. But we got to fight. We got to keep fighting. We got to keep fighting. And, you know, before anything was made, any life, we'll just say any life, God made heaven and earth out of nothing. So the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the waters covered everything. So darkness covered the deep waters. The waters covered everything. God had all the power, and he created it out of nothing. See, he created you and I. Okay. So you can't say you're nothing because you're something. You can't say you were put on this earth not to do anything because you are. You have to figure it out and find it. Through skills, through whatever you are developing, self-development, you have to keep doing it. Like Maslow's hierarchy, whatever. But you have to discover your inner self, and you have to keep continuing the battle every day. It's a battle against yourself. It's a battle against the evil forces out there, and it's a daily battle. It's a daily thing for drive. You have to innately you're born with drive, so you have to continue the drive to get yourself ahead of Satan. And that's what he does. He has pawns all over this earth. He has a huge army, and they're out to destroy you. I've talked about, and it's a huge thing, Christians being persecuted everywhere for their fervor in God and Jesus. And it's because they know the truth. They want to hide it from you, and then they want to kill you. What do you think they're doing? Bioengineering food, spraying, doing all this crap. It's unbelievable, man. They just want to prevent, so they didn't predict us awaken. They didn't predict the people awakening. They didn't predict the people awakening to this. And they're somewhat in a scramble, and they are. And what's nuts is that you got a certain country that's totally burning and bulldozing, Christian churches, just annihilate, because they, and I talked about this before, it's their messiah, it's their antichrist that they want. It's not Jesus Christ, folks. It's never been about Jesus Christ. Back in the day, they killed Jesus Christ. They want to kill you for worshiping Jesus Christ. They want you to worship their antichrist, which is a technocrat god or a person. It's silly. And once you undress that veil from your eyes, and you really, really decalcify your pineal gland, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, and then you understand that these people, these groups, there's a lot of them. Committee of 300. It's a lot going on. Bilderberg groups. There's too many. You got to understand, there's too many of them, but there's a lot more of us, and that's what we need to keep doing, and not the fake believers, because those will dupe you right into the Antichrist system. So that's why you gotta have to discern groups. You have to discern people. And you know what I mean? You really have to, folks. These days, you really have to. You've got to pay attention. You can't be like, I won't trust anyone. Don't trust everyone. But you really have to, you just really have to do research upon research upon research. And you have to stay steadfast into the Bible. You have to dissect mythologies. And I'm not saying make it a life lesson of it, but you've got to dissect it enough for you to discern what's going on. Because when you dissect societies like the Committee of 300, or you dissect the fallen angels, you dissect groups, dissect a little bit of, history, all of it, and you just keep continuing going down these holes and come back up, discern properly with God and nature, or however you whatever you do to ground, per se, to the telluric current that flows underneath. You'll It's amazing. It's amazing, because then you can start connecting all sorts of dots, because they've conditioned us. Believe me, and they're still conditioning us, and you see it all over, pre-programming, precondition, all this. And you once you dissect all sorts of stuff, and then you see the end goal, which is 2030, 2035, which they keep pushing, because they don't expect us to waken up, to awake. And here we are. And we just got to keep doing. We got to keep going, folks, because the next revolt is getting rid of this criminal network. Because again, you're not going to vote yourself out of this. It's really not. It's not. It's a paradigm. It's a joke. I've always said it for a long time, and it is. It's an absolute joke. There's too much corruption. It's too intertwined. It's too entangled, and they don't expect you to entangle. They expect you to go like this. They expect you to look away and humdrum in your own life, because your own life, you have enough worries in it. Okay, you got kids, whatever you got going on, work, you got all sorts of stuff. The mind stuff, But guess what? When you get yourself on a level above, right? Like, let's say your head just popped above the dome because you're in the firmament, right, with God, you're hanging out. You get to see what's taking place at the deceiving, right, of the Lucifer and its angels. You get to see that from centuries, from 1 to the 33, right? When Jesus perished, and then you got on, and you go on, and you just go on. Okay? You just start to figure things out. And it's a blessing. So you kind of hover it in your mental, in your conscious, as you hover. You start to really hone in, and you really start to become peaceful with yourself. And when you have Jesus Christ and God, when you start understanding, and then you really don't take condescending to the heart. Hell, I get angry. I do, man. I have a short temper. And that it comes with intelligence. And when you're intelligent, and you sort of hover over all the bull crap and all the preconditioned, and you get rid of the brainwashing, and then everything just starts to make sense. So what you have to do is find like-minded people, get that collective going, not their hive mind that they want you in, the like-minded individuals who have God and Jesus present in their hearts and soul, okay? And everything just starts to make sense. And then once we all obtain that level of consciousness, we could take back this country. And that goes for overseas too. You could take back your countries that are dissolving because of these corrupted leaders of Satan. Yeah. God said, let there be light. So the light was made before the sun and moon was created. Now remember how Revelations ends. Excuse me. There is no sun or moon, right? So the light is God. It's Jesus. That light is so emanating and lambent. And now here, God in the beginning says, let there be light, and there was light. Made it before the sun. And God made the firmament, folks, and divided the waters. So the sea, the rivers, the waters are in the clouds, and that's God's power. And overwhelms the world. And the geoengineering of the modification of freaking weather, that we'll call it weather warfare. The patents are there, just look them up. Seeding, Isn't that crazy? God's already made such a beautiful place, and yet they want to control the weather. It's sickening. It's everything to invert and to go against God. It's been like this for centuries. Nothing different. Been like this for centuries. So when people start waking up to this, that real true worship of God happens. We could take back what God has intended this earth to be. Full of love, compassion, empathy, sympathy, no apathy. Just a love for creation. And these sick people want to take your property, put you in 15-minute cities, sustainable development bull crap, lie to you about climate, suck up all your water resources, suck up all your food, plague your soil, and then ultimately plague you, and then line you up to a neurochip so you could be a drone along with the humanoids that they want to put and raise your children with. No. Okay? No. No, not at all. We don't need to be an iRobot sequel. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be a Terminator Last Call. It's not even a movie, but get it. We don't need it. We don't. So, listen, folks. Everything they say is a joke. It's full of corruption. They grant themselves immunity. There's no way to get out of it, but you can get yourself out of it, like I said. Researching and putting yourself above that evil consciousness that they want you in. And because they're all in on it. You got to understand, from the Vatican to the Pope to everyone. Okay, president's just a fall guy. It doesn't matter. It's what I said, the Community of 300. It's all these other groups you got to really focus on. They're the ones shot calling this stuff, okay? Once you're aware of that, you just keep doing what you got to do, okay? Because money right now is what it is. You got to make it. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do to survive, because otherwise it ain't a good picture, right? So you got to do what you got to do until they make it to where this digital enslavement happens, because it's already here, and they already want this technocracy, the technate. They already want it. They already want all this kind of. I already talked about it last round in the last season about. We'll call it the Greater North America. Look at that, and then overseas how that's going. So, Sodom and Gomorrah, folks. It's man, here we go, huh? Nothing like it. But yeah, it's unbelievable. So we just got to get past that, then the revolt can truly happen, and we can rid these people. And let me tell you, folks, these bunkers aren't going to save them. They're false gods and worship. It ain't going to save them, and it's not going to happen. They're taking advantage of us for way too long, steering us in the wrong direction way too long, to the false antichrist hope of a technocracy god. Okay, and to steer you away from the one true God who made this. And we're breaking this Genesis part up, folks. We're breaking it up. Probably 3 parts, maybe 3 or 4. Play it out. But season 4, folks, Old Testament. Oh man, stop my rant. I'm getting too wild. But it all makes perfect sense when you have God and Jesus in your heart, folks. And it does. I'm telling you, it really does. But I lost a pair of sunglasses over the week, folks. Well, actually, no, I've lost them for a little bit. Filed a claim, got a new pair, and that's for life. Nevin Eyewear, check it out, folks. You gotta check them out, man. They're great people. Also, I got the Patreon thing. Welcome to Lion's Den there. You can go there. And but the locals thing, I gotta look into that. I'm gonna get into that. I'm a part of that. I never really started that up on the locals network, so I'll have to get that going. But other than that, we're back. And yeah, we're gonna kick it off. Genesis 9. Let's see what we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll probably go 9. I'll probably go Genesis 1, so it'll be 9 through 19. That'll be the second part, so we'll do that. But folks, here we go. Ooh, let's go. And let me tell you, man, the New Testament, it falls heavily in line what's going on these days into centuries ago. And what's crazy is the Old Testament falls heavily in line. It just all falls heavily in line. Nothing new under the sun, right, folks? Man. All right, folks, I'm out. I'm Daniel. It's the Emmanuel Podcast.